Welcome in to the Fantasy Football Game Show. I'm your host today, JL Garofalo, joined by my good buddy here, fortunately a Duke fan. Jay, how's it going?
Going good. I get that a lot. I'm a Duke fan and a Yankees fan, so I'm used to all
Yeah.
the hate. But I embrace it. I love it.
Yeah,
Bring it. Just bring in more. Bring more.
That's fair. Totally fair. Also joining us, CEO, founder, big dog at Roto Heat. We got Rick and also fantasy football writer, Razball, podcast co-host of the Fantasy Besties podcast. We got Rick and we got JB in here. How you guys doing today?
Doing great, man. Happy to be here. You know, anytime Front Yard reaches out, bro, it's always a good time to be here with you guys.
We love hanging with you.
I agree. Same thing he said. Can't say it any better.
Cannot say it any better. Well, today, guys, we are playing some fantasy football Jeopardy. I got the game for you. It's going to be a good one. But before we get into that, we got some people in the chat. We got Born to Laugh in here. We got Grim Fan. We got Craig in here. So time to find out if JB can stand the heat or if he gets rickrolled by his opponents today. Ooh, Craig, bring in the dad comments.
He still got them.
I'll have you know I am a game show veteran. I was on Match Game with Alec Baldwin on ABC a couple of years ago. So I am a little bit of a game show guy here.
Dang. Just throwing out. No pressure, Rick. No pressure. Pro over here.
Rick, have you won on this show yet?
I think I've won like 3 out of 5 times I've been on here.
Ooh.
I'll see you, Alec Baldwin.
3 for 6, and you lost me one when we were teammates.
Whoops. I stand by that. The Thanos should have won 88%. We got Albert in here saying, hello, everyone. Hello, Albert. Welcome. We got Uneasy Allies saying, hey, guys, I made it to the finals. PPR start to Ramondre, Kenneth, or Najee. We got some other questions in here. I did not skip them. We'll get to them momentarily. Before we do, JB, what do you think about this one? If you just start 2 of these guys, Ramondre Stevenson, Kenneth Walker, or Najee Harris, PPR?
I think Walker's the guy that sits out of that group for me. Ramondre and Najee just, to me, are the guys that are going to get the touches, are going to more likely get into the end zone. So those are the 2 that I would go with there.
What about you, Rick?
I think I'm going with the Ramondre and Kenneth here. And sitting Najee. I just wish Najee got the targets that he got last year.
Yeah. The opportunity hasn't been there as much for Najee. This is tough for me. Where are you going in this one, Jay?
Definitely going Ramondre. There's no question there. He's definitely the lock. I'm looking up the matchups right now because that could be the difference for me. So the Steelers play Baltimore, who have not given up a whole lot of fantasy points to opposing running backs. Let's take a look at the Seahawks. I do not remember who they play this week. They play the New York Jets. So, yeah, I think I'm going to have to lean Najee as well, just because I can see, well, no, Mike White's going to be back this week. So I was thinking that old Zach Wilson was going to be under center. I do think I'm going to have to go Kenneth Walker. I could see some more points being scored in that one. And he was getting a lot of usage at the end of the game last week. He was pretty much getting everything, passing game, running game. He was on the field a lot, and they were trying to get him involved as much as they possibly could. So without the targets, like Rick said, I'm going to go with Kenneth.
Kenneth, yeah. It is so close between Kenneth Walker and Najee. I think you're fine either way you go there. Born to Laugh had a question for us, too. Trevor Lawrence or Danny Dimes, half PPR. We'll start with that one. What do you guys think? Trevor Lawrence or Daniel Jones?
No, I got to pull up the matchups.
Yep, I need. Let me know once you pick
Giants
them up.
fan, and I'm playing Trevor Lawrence. It's not even remotely close.
I love Trevor.
Yeah, he's starting to rush more too, so he's got the safe floor just like Daniel Jones, and I'm a Giants fan. No question, Trevor Lawrence. And when it comes to should you play Isaiah Hodgins with Daniel Jones, you shouldn't. While it's fun to play with the stacks, you shouldn't let that affect your decision. Play whoever is going to be your best play. Period. It doesn't matter who you start between the quarterbacks. If you have hopefully you have a better option than Hodgins. But
I mean, Hodgins has been getting the targets here, and he's been actually putting up some fantasy points the past few weeks since he got his opportunity. So I do think he's startable, but it obviously does matter who else you've got, what other options you're putting in there. Don't stack them, like you said, just to stack them. But I'm going to go with T-Law, and then it is close, though.
you could throw the other options you have in the chat, we can get a little bit of a better answer there. But I wouldn't change based on the quarterback that you're starting.
Well,
Yeah.
you mentioned the rushing upside with Trevor starting to run. I mean, you have that with Dimes too, but Trevor's facing Houston, and you love to go against Houston. Now that they're playing a little bit harder now too, it might not be a blowout, so they might have to continue to throw. So I'm going to go Trevor. I do like Hodgins. I've been on Hodgins since Thanksgiving Day. I had him in my DFS lineup on Thanksgiving. He scored a touchdown that got called back. I think it was an illegal motion or something, right, Jay? And I'm sure you remember that. And
I do.
Oh, that was my dart throw. That was it. And then he's been involved in the offense ever since. He's been a red zone target. So, yes, I do like using him. And I do think he's a guy you can use if you lost a wide receiver. Let's say you had a guy, like a Tyler Lockett maybe that you were starting that got you here, and you need a guy to plug in. He can be it. He's getting targets and he's getting red zone looks.
Yeah, I'm with you. That there's opportunity there. The Indianapolis Colts matchup is a little tough, but I'm gonna go Trevor here as well. With you guys, we got Shane in the chat saying, "What a crew! Ugly shirt, Jay."
Yeah, I'm used to that. That's all right though.
He said Rick's lighting is beautiful. He's glowing.
That is always one of my favorite things. The background lighting for Rick is just phenomenal.
It's your skin.
Well, that too. That's obvious. And his breath.
We got Dame in here, Scott Fishbowl finalist, Dame Overlord.
Yes,
nice.
Dame. Bring it
I
home,
got
Dame.
booted this week.
You got booted. You got knocked out.
Yep.
Oh, brutal! I didn't even
Nice
make
job,
it
Dame.
Yeah,
well done, Dame. Bring it home
Take
for
it
us.
down.
We're rooting for you. And Toronto Dave in the chat said,
Dave.
"Sup, stud muffins." Sup, stud muffins. That's how I imagine Dave talking. And we had a
Nailed
Grin
it.
fan in here that said, I guess the YouTube filter hates my success in the Survivor League. Does anyone have my comments in their computer, guys? I do not see your comment. Sorry, Grim fan. Glad to hear that you are still alive.
I think I
Also
seen
bring
that
out.
when I was waiting, when I looked at it earlier, and I can't remember which teams he said he had left.
Ooh. And we got Scampers in the chat said,
Scamper.
"Hey, howdy rowdies."
Meow.
He said, "Rest in peace, Kenny Galladay."
Yeah.
Man. I
What
guess rest in
a,
peace,
what a
Kenny Galladay.
contract you guys gave away there.
I was so excited for that signing too. I thought it was like, all right, he finally made a decent move. And
Nope.
far
turns out to be the complete opposite.
Yeah.
we have
Not
offensive linemen that have more touchdown catches than Kenny Galladay.
Yeah.
Denver Broncos know exactly how you feel, Jay.
And Isaiah
Martin.
Hodgins.
Marty in here says, "So guys, what's up, Marty? Welcome in." Said
Hi,
Trevor
Jay.
Lawrence or Brock Purdy. Big balls Purdy. How you guys feeling about this one? You still going Trevor?
BCB.
Trevor.
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 Gotta get Trevor here. I like what Purdy's doing. I think he's definitely usable in Superflex, but I think Trevor Lawrence is in that upper echelon now with the Justin Herberts. Heck, I'd write the way that they've looked so far this season. I'd rather start Trevor Lawrence over Kyler Murray. I know Kyler Murray's hurt, but just in general, he's in that upper echelon of starters for me now.
I will say that Purdy has the better nickname of the two, but that's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's hard to compete. I mean, that's true if you compare him to anyone. All right, guys. Well, we are going to get into our game of fantasy football Jeopardy, which is why we brought you all here today. Before we do me a favor, hit that like button. Subscribe to Front Yard Fantasy on YouTube. If you're not already there, subscribed. We're here every single day, playing games, talking football, year round. All right, we're playing some fantasy football Jeopardy. If you haven't watched us or joined us before to play this game, it works a little bit like the TV show Jeopardy, but there are some differences. The main difference is that we're going to go in turn order, and each of these guys is going to be able to pick their category or question value. If they get their question correct, they get to choose the category of the contestant following them. And so it's a little bit tricky. Also, you don't have
tricky.
A little bit tricky. The other differences are you don't have to say your answers in the form of a question, and you won't lose negative points. So you won't lose points if you get the question wrong. That is until the final Jeopardy round, and that's the only time that you will be able to lose points. And that works just like the Jeopardy round on the TV. Easy enough, right, guys?
Yes, sir.
Let's do
All
it.
right. Let me take this down, and let's get into our categories here. We have spelling bee. I have to spell
I don't
something
like
for
that.
me. We got who am I? You have to guess who. I'm going to give you a picture. You're going to have to tell me who that is. Grab bag can be anything. I make no
it be a boat?
promises. It could be a boat. It could be anything. Week 16 is going to be all related to week 16. Pretty self-explanatory and easy as ADP. You guessed it. It's about ADP.
Yeah, I don't like your categories, Jay. I'm just going to throw that out there.
I want to know who gets to spell Albert O.
Depends on what point value you pick, buddy.
We will see. We will see. Oh, we got Simon in the chat said, yoo
Big
There
summer
he is.
blowouts.
big summer blowout. Simon Grunewald. Welcome, Simon.
Simon, I think Rick's still waiting for those feet pick, bro.
Yes,
JB, come on.
send him your feet pics. Rick loves them. At Roto Heat Rick. And we got IDP in here saying, let's go. What up? We got Brad in here saying, let's go, Rick.
Brad,
Rick.
what's up, man? I thought we were close. That hurts.
Mr. Scampers preemptively trying to spell Friarmuth. Friarmuth.
I feel better about that one than.
Hold on, let me write that down because that looks right.
It's like Billy Joel trying to sing about Pat Friarmuth. And we got Bungalow Joe in here with a question before we start our game here. What up, Joe? He said, start Evans or Christian Watson this week. So you guys starting Mike Evans or Christian Watson this week?
I'm going Watson. Evans, I don't think is startable right now. If you have another viable option, Watson got the targets this past week. It wasn't just touchdowns, but he's got the multi-touchdown upside just like Evans does. I just feel better about him right now.
Yeah, and they have a good matchup too. They get Minnesota's secondary that's just been Swiss cheese. So I'm definitely leaning Watson there too, even with all the.
That's coming from a Bucks fan, so that tells you everything you need to know. Yep, clean sweep. I'm going.
And I'm
Watson.
a Bears fan picking the Packer.
Right, so there you go.
Oh, man, this one is tough. I think I'm going to lean Evans. I think I'm going to leave Evans in that division game. They're going against Carolina, which I think it's going to get a little spicy because Lord knows who's going to win that division.
Nobody
All right, guys.
should.
I know. They should just give up their spot. All right, JB, you are starting off our game today. So you get to choose your first category and question value. Where do you want to go?
Before we
Strike
start,
first.
what are we playing for? What kind of what value?
All the marbles.
All the marbles. Okay.
Oh, nice. All right, I like marbles. Let's go with spelling bee for 200.
Spelling bee 200.
Alberto.
You got it. Here's your question. Spell the last name of the Giants rookie tight end, Daniel Blank.
What is Bellinger?
Hold on 1 second. I don't have a pencil. You said it one more time?
What is Bellinger?
All right. You said Bellinger, and that is correct. Well done, JB. It's going to give you 200 in your score here. I almost thought this was
I saw tight end and I was like, yeah. Oh.
Also more touchdowns than Kenny Galladay. So.
Also more touchdowns than Kenny Galladay. Very true. All right, JB, we got that one correct. And you get to choose Rick's category. What do you want to
I
say?
have a feeling I know what's coming.
Yeah, Rick is going spelling bee.
Well, we'll go one up on the 300 here.
Ooh.
One up on the
Albert.
300. I like that.
Albert. Oh,
Uh,
Albert. Oh.
This is in response to JB's question, but contestants, if you need more time, I'm going to ask you to close the chat or go to the private chat because our chat loves to throw their guess while we're guessing, play along. And that's a good reminder for the chat as well. Play along with us. Throw your answers in the chat. If you get it before these guys or get it right, they get it wrong, we're going to make fun of them. We're going to praise
Chat
you.
is pretty smart.
Pretty
They
smart.
usually get it before we do.
But if you answer it quickly, you don't have to close the chat. But just keep in mind, please. All right, 300, Rick. Spelling bee. Here it is. Spell the last name of the Falcons rookie running back, Tyler Blank.
I think I'd rather Alberto.
ALLGEIER.
You said ALLGEIER, correct? That is correct, Rick.
Nice
well done.
job, Rick. Well done.
I've
That
been
was
a fan
close.
of his. I've typed him up a few times. That's the only reason why I know.
Yes, that's usually how, like Friarmuth, I learned the same way. Just had to
Yep.
type it so many times. I'm like, okay, well, now I know for sure. Well done. And so, all right, Rick, that's going to give you 300 points. And you get to choose Jay's next category. Where do you want to send Mr.
do it,
J
Rick.
here?
Don't do it, Rick.
Let's just stick with spelling bee. Let's see how long we can keep this
The
streak
vertical,
going.
vertical strategy. I like it. All right, Jay, where do you want to go?
Let's go big or go home. Going 500. I like
500.
Simon's strategy. I'm probably going to get it wrong anyways. So
All right, 500. Spell the name of the stadium belonging to the Pittsburgh Steelers.
I did not
it's
see
not
that
Heinz
coming.
Field anymore. It's like Acra something. Can you say the name of it?
No, I cannot.
I totally would have just been like
Out of the chat.
AGINZ.
I'm not in the chat. I got out because I take long answering all my questions, like Acrisure or Aqualung or something along those lines. I'm just gonna go for it. ACRE Acrisure. ACRESURE.
All right, you said ACRESURE, correct?
Correct. And that's wrong, but that's all right.
Is that right, Rick?
I have no idea.
Is that right, JB?
I didn't even know the name of the stadium, bro. I would have spelled Heinz for you.
Well, the answer is Acrisure. And Jay, you were one letter
So
off.
close, man.
One
So
single
close.
letter. If you had changed that I to an E, you would have gotten 500 on this. So well done, Jay.
Yeah.
Fortunately, no points.
That's all right. I'll take it.
Good try, Jay.
Grim fan in here at the last minute. Acrisure Stadium. Well
Ooh,
done.
nice,
That's a
I think
tough one.
Aqualung Stadium sounds better, though, to be honest.
It really does. It really
Aquaman
does.
Stadium.
Aquaman
Yeah,
Stadium.
Aquaman Stadium.
Jason Momoa Stadium. Let's see. We got Grim fan in here. So trusted Brady and won last week. Jags and Commanders planning on going in that order to win Survivor League, unless you convince me to switch. Only 2 people left in the league. What do you think about this, JB? You think Jags and Commanders?
I love Jags
this week.
Definitely love Jags.
Yep.
Commanders, they're home. I don't know, man. I just feel like the Browns can win or lose any given week. Like, I don't have a read on that team. Like, I mean, depending on what you have left, obviously, definitely Jags and Commanders have a decent shot of winning. So I don't hate it.
What about you, Rick? You think this is the right order, or should you switch it up, go Commanders, Jags?
I don't know who they both have next week, but I think the Jags have Lions in the final week, so that's tough. So I think I go. Is it Titans?
Yeah, for the division.
That's going to be for the division. So yeah, you don't want to go down that road.
Yeah.
Even with
I'm going Jags this week, and then if Commanders are the only one left, whoever they face next week, you got to get there for it to count anyway.
Exactly. And I'd say if if I remember correctly, it sounds like this was for big money. So I would see if it's only 2 people, see if they'll split the pot with you. I mean, if it's that much money, might as well.
And Mr. Scampers in here clarifying, adding some more specificity here. Said 7. There are 7 marbles to be exact.
Marbles.
Yeah, I said all of them, but there are 7.
All 7.
And Dave in here said Acrobonk.
Dave.
Acrobonk Stadium.
That too is better than Acrisure.
And much better. Much better.
Better
Alright,
than
guys.
Inshore Stadium, though, I guess, right?
Better than what?
Inshore Stadium, like the old people drink. I mean, I guess that would have to be like the Bucks.
That would be
Stadium,
pretty
right?
bad.
They should sponsor the Bucks right now.
That sounds more like a bowl game.
Yeah, it does. The Mountain Dew
the Insure bowl game.
Applebee's.
Ensure Applebee's bowl game. I like that. All right, guys, let's get into our next round of Fantasy Football Jeopardy here. Rick, you are in the lead by 100, followed by JB, followed by Jay. JB, you get to pick your own category again because Jay goofed. You messed up.
I acrobonked.
Yeah, acrobonked all over the place. So where would you like to go here, my friend?
Let's go to Who Am I for 300.
Who am I?
These are fun.
300. You
The
got
girls,
it.
them sugar.
Here is your question. Who is this? Who am I?
You are former head coach Nathaniel Hackett.
This is Nathaniel Hackett. Well done, JB. Well done.
Well done on your timing.
Did you know that from the start?
That's why I laughed when I saw his face. I was like, wait a minute. That guy used to have a job.
I would have had a hard time with that. I don't know why I just did not pick. Like,
Well,
I
they
didn't
showed him
have a picture
100
in my head.
times this week on the
That's true.
sideline. So
That's true.
that's kind of why I guess his stupid face was fresh in my mind.
Yeah, this was an off-season one to trick somebody.
Well, just
This
still,
was,
he
yeah.
just looks like the generic head coach from like an ABC Family series or something like that. So I would have had struggled with it as well.
Michael got me on this one. Patrick Starr.
Did you hear the Patrick Starr call the interception for
I did.
Russell Wilson? That was fantastic.
Yeah, did you see it with the split screen with the guy
yep.
doing the voice? Yeah, that was
Yep,
cool.
yeah. He said that's an intraception. That's not what he was trying to cook.
Mr.
was
Scamper
fantastic.
said that is unemployed. Nailed it. Nailed
Also
it.
true. I believe JL probably would have accepted that.
I probably would have, yes. Dave said that's a goofy.
Yep.
True.
You're goofy, Dave.
All right, JB, that's going to put you in the lead, and you get to choose Rick's next category. Where do you want to send Rick?
Rick, you know I'm going to do it, right? Because I don't think you'll take the $100 one because you'll want to catch up now that I just took the lead. So we're putting Rick back in the spelling bee and hoping for Albert O.
Dirty.
You know what? I'm actually going to go with the 100. My plan was, if you missed, to go with the 100 to try to stick Jay with the 400 question. That was my plan. So we'll just stick with it.
I thought we were friends, Rick.
And then I'll probably miss it and
Big brain.
regret life.
All right, so 100
I'd
spelling bee?
love if the
100
100 is
spelling bee.
Alberto.
I will be very upset.
Right?
Will be upset. Spelling bee 100. Here is your question, Rick. Spell the name of the Bucks rookie running back, blank White.
Rachaad.
That is correct, Rick.
That was
Well
Walter.
done. Gonna give you a nice 100.
Walter White.
Walter White.
I love Walter White.
The Buccaneers rookie running back, Walter
what
White.
he's cooking.
So you already know what I'm doing. We're sticking with that spelling bee, getting it out of the way.
There, Jay,
I
just
still
gave
love
me
you,
such
Jay.
a good
though.
idea.
I still love you.
Jay, we need a spin-off of Walter White and Russ Wilson cooking
Yes.
meth.
Oh, yes. Breaking
Yes.
Denver.
Yes.
This is Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad Denver. All right, let's see, Rick. You got that one correct, and I gave you your money, correct?
Yes.
All
These
right.
marbles.
So you get to choose Jay's next category.
Hey, we're gonna get that spelling bee out of the way.
Knock it out of the way. I like that. And we got some people in chat. Grim Fam got it right. Michael got it right. Dave got it right. It's a Breaking Broncos. That's a different movie, Dave.
Breaking
It's
Broncos.
a different movie.
He
Dave.
broke them.
I-
He broke
That's-
them though.
That's
Brokeback
late-
Mountain. You can just call it that.
That's FYF
Brokeback
after dark,
Mountain.
Dave. You need to.
FYF
wait.
after dark. And Richard in here saying Denver is already broken. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. Beyond repair for now. All right. 400. Spelling bee. Jay. Here it is. Spell the first name of the Titans rookie tight end.
That might
That's
be.
even better.
I was gonna say that might be worse.
IDK.
Final answer.
Final answer. Because I can't remember what it is.
Not even gonna get. Okay. You
No,
know.
I
CHIG.
can't even remember what it is.
Period.
CHIGOZIEM. That's how you
Yeah.
would spell that, Jay.
Nope. No clue.
Good strategy, Rick.
Chicken.
Yep.
All
Thanks.
right.
Thanks, Rick. I appreciate
Still,
you, my
still
friend.
love you, Jay. Still love you.
Yeah, sure.
Hey,
Oh.
you could have taken the 100 last time I picked that for you.
That's true.
Good of. We got Michael in here. Got it right. Mr. Scampers got it right. Beautiful. Wait,
Nice.
nope, did not get it right. Sorry. I and E were mixed up there. It's so
Except
close.
after C, right?
So close.
I would count it if it was that close. I had no idea. I just would have said CHIG
Me too.
and been done.
So I wanted to
Yes.
ask you guys, how are you feeling about Che going into next season? Do you think that he's worth stashing in Dynasty? Is he worth rostering in Dynasty? What do you think, JB?
Yeah, I mean, why not? You see the usage there. You see what he's capable of doing. So if you want to hold on to him, why not? I mean, if you're getting a solid value for him, then okay, you could move him. But I don't see a reason why not to and see what unfolds next year.
Yeah, I'm with you. What about you, Rick?
Yeah, I love his skill set. I think he's super athletic, but I do think that just as a community, we get a little too high on athletes at the tight end position, and it fails so often. But this is a guy that if you've got him right now, the acquisition cost was really
Nothing.
low. So it's definitely worth a stash, and I hope it pans out because I think he looks really good. It's just that offense is, other than the run game with Henry, is not good right now.
Yeah. Jay, I'm curious what you think. Or would you rather have Chig or would you rather have Daniel Bellinger on your Dynasty team?
I would rather go Bellinger, and it's not because I'm a Giants fan. I believe in his place in the offense. We don't know what this offense is going to look like next year with the Titans, with Malik Willis under center. He hasn't proven that he can do anything as a passer. Is Malik Willis going to be the quarterback? I mean, you would assume so. And I'm starting to lean more and more that I do think Daniel Jones is going to be back with the Giants. I think he's done just enough with so many other holes that they have. they've really got creative with him. He's rushed in a touchdown. He's been involved in the passing game, and as we know, the Giants don't have many pass catchers that are capable. The Titans have Traylon Burks. They got what's left of Robert Woods. This offense is always going to go through Derrick Henry first. So I think Rick said it perfectly. That we get so hyped on anybody who does anything at the tight end position, especially these athletic freaks that come out, make some spectacular plays. Look at Noah Fant. Look at what's his name that's now in Houston. I can't think of the guy's name. Yeah. No,
Brevin Jordan.
OJ Howard.
And
Yeah,
OJ Howard.
Brevin Jordan. I mean, these guys. So I would be looking to sell high if you can. I wouldn't give him away because, like JB said, the acquisition cost was next to none. So, don't give him away. But I mean, if you can get a late first, I'd take that all day. What do you guys think?
I have a follow-up question.
A late second.
I was going to say a late first.
Late second. Is what I meant to say.
Give it to me.
My follow-up question is, you mentioned what's left of Robert Woods, right? And everyone used to call him Bobby Trees. What is he now? Is he like Bobby Bush or is he Bobby Twigs?
It's Bobby Bushes.
Bobby Bushes.
Bobby Shrubs.
Rob Shrub.
Because he might just be a twig at this point. Like, shrubs are still kind of full.
Bobby Twigs.
I like twigs. I do like twigs. I like that one.
Robert
Chig and twigs right there, baby.
There you go.
Delicious. Toronto Dave saying scams got bonked. $2 super chat. Thank you, Dave.
Shout out Toronto.
Scams got bonked. That's the first time we ever got a super chat to bonk someone else in the chat.
Nice.
Yeah, Grim saying that they need to get rid of Hooper and Woods for Chig to have any sort of relevance here.
It seems like Hooper, every time he goes somewhere, I was saying this on a stream a couple weeks ago, he's like the good luck Chuck of tight ends, right? Every time he lands in a spot, that team finds another tight end.
That is kind of how it happens. I still miss Jonnu Smith. I mean, I was so high on that guy.
John, there's been a million tight ends that I've been so stoked for. We were just talking about baby Gronk Adam Shaheen the other day.
Oh,
my Bears took in the second round, and that worked out.
Or Adam Troutman, that was hype for a while. Nothing was as bad as what's his name, the guy from
Kyle Pitts,
Philly, and
that's
he
been
went to
tough so
Indianapolis. Trey Burton is who I was
Trey
thinking.
Burton.
Trey Burton.
Oh man, when the Bears signed him, I was so stoked after that Eagles run, and oh my god,
yeah, that was brutal. Oof. All right, guys, let's get into our next round of Fantasy Football Jeopardy here. JB, we are back to you, and Jay has continued his streak of getting us incorrect, so you will get to choose your own category.
All for you, JB. All for you, my friend.
Appreciate you, brother. Let's move over to week 16 for 200.
200, week 16, you got it. Here's your question. Which player was the wide receiver 1 in PPR in week 16? Was it CeeDee Lamb, Devontae Smith, or Justin Jefferson?
It was probably CeeDee Lamb. Who is CeeDee Lamb?
The answer is CeeDee Lamb. Well done, JB. The streak continues. It's going to give you 200 here. And you get to choose Rick's next category.
All right, Rick. Easy as ADP for you.
Let's see. Let's go with 300.
300. We got some people in the chat who knew that one. CD from Michael, Lamb from Grinfan, Richard with CD. Well done. And then Dave
helped a lot of people win this week.
He did.
Yeah, I got lucky. In one of mine,
one.
I got lucky and topped him.
All of these guys were pretty close in that top cluster there. Devontae Smith, Justin Jefferson, I believe, had 31.3 fantasy points, both of them. Same exact amount.
Oh, really?
Yeah, compared to 34 from CeeDee Lamb. Well done on that one, JB. You sent Rick to his ADP, and Rick, you chose 300, correct?
Yep.
All right, here's your question, Rick. Which player was drafted earlier according to PPR redraft average draft position, ADP? A.J. Brown, Michael Pittman, or Terry McLaurin? What are you thinking, Rick?
Yeah, I'm thinking. I don't think it was McLaurin. I think it was between A.J. Brown and Michael Pittman. The hype on Pittman was so high going into the season. People still weren't sure about Hurts, but I'm going to go with A.J. Brown.
Final answer?
Yeah.
Correct answer is Michael
Damn
Pittman.
it. I knew.
For what it's worth, Rick, I would have went with AJ Brown as well. Man, I can't believe Pittman was going as a top 10 wide receiver.
I loved that pocket. I got so much AJ Brown because of that pocket.
Same.
Because Evans was in that pocket, Godwin was in that pocket, and I didn't want to pick between the two of them. I didn't believe in Pittman. I didn't believe in McLaurin. So I got so much AJ Brown in that pocket. I love it.
Yeah.
Man, I talked myself out of it. Like, there's no way he was going before AJ Brown.
You picked the guy you would have picked, right? You picked the guy you would have picked.
Yep.
The guy you would have picked. Dave got Pittman right, but most of the chat, I mean, a lot of the chat went Brown. A lot of the chat got fooled here. Pittman from Schrage, well done. Truly Epic got tricked by the Brown. Richard with the McLaurin. Yeah, this one was tough, man. This one was tough. And Schrage said, I drafted him too early. I can't believe how bad it was. I'm guessing talking about Pittman. And then Scampers with Arthur. Good guess. Arthur. I don't know why I didn't put Terry's first name. That's funny. I just left his last name out.
Yeah.
That works.
Well, you went full first name to abbreviated first name.
Abbreviated,
right? Right, yeah. Did he like just drop his first name like McLovin? Like he's just named
he's
McLaurin?
Just McLaurin.
God, that'd be such a good nickname for him to be like, yeah, just call me McLovin from now on. All right. Unfortunately, Rick, you did not get that correct. So, Jay, you get to choose your own category here. Finally, where do you want to go?
Finally, let's go with Who Am I 400?
Who am I? 400. You got it. Here it is. Who am I?
Ruh-roh.
Oops.
The person on the right. So in case it's not clear.
I was
The
going to
male or the
ask you that
female?
question, but looks familiar. This is not going to be good. Hold
Out
on.
of
Let
the
me
chat,
see
Jay,
if
you
let me see
have
if
not.
going like this helps. Are all of these football related? Can I ask you that?
You can ask me that, and no, they are not all football related necessarily.
Who is that?
But I'm not commenting on this individual one.
That's fair. That's fair. Looks very handsome. Nice, big, thick, luscious head of hair. Really nice teeth too. You can tell they brush their teeth a lot. One thing I don't really care for is I'm the type of guy wearing a polo. You got to wear an undershirt. Nobody
What's
wants
the
to
answer,
see your,
Jay? What's
your little sprigs. I'm stalling. I have no idea. I can't. I know I'm going to know it once I see it, but
You don't even want to make a guess?
Sir Anthony Bobbitt the Fourth.
And I don't even know who that is. I won't say that name again. The answer is Cade Otton. Bucks tight end, Cade Otton.
I'm glad
that
JB
actor.
didn't get that one.
JB, you knew that one?
Did you know that one, JB?
I did.
Yeah.
It took me a second, but I knew.
Looks like an actor.
Sure,
I
you said
can't-
my
I can't put-
dentist.
I was gonna say like Simon's brother or something.
Simon's brother.
Got
And
the
Mr.
undershirt on.
Scamper's got it. It said Cotton.
Cotton.
I don't know what that says, but the Cade is in there, so I will accept it. He said hand model for J.C. Penney. And Truly Epic going with the Hunter Renfro with his wife. Truly Epic being our Hunter Renfro lover, like the biggest Hunter Renfro fan, more than Simon and I. somehow.
Yes, definitely. Need a bag of what oranges, right? If that's so you would know if it was him. It's a bag of
Grapes.
oranges, grapes.
Grapes,
Bag
yeah,
of
let's
grapes.
try. Shows you're not a true Hunter Renfro truther.
I'm not. So
Shane saying Jay with another old man take, undershirt, under polo.
100%. Nobody wants to see your little sprigs of hair popping out of your polo, falling in people's drinks.
I'm gonna be real with you, Jay. You're not the target audience for most of us wearing shirts.
Fair. That is fair.
It's because you're thin, Jay. Like a fat guy like me, I can't wear a
I'm-
shirt under
sure.
a shirt, bro.
I'm
Yeah,
far
That's too
way
many
thin.
shirts, too much sweating.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not skinny enough for that shit.
My kids told me I should dress like Santa Claus because of my belly, so I'm far from thin. Okay.
Damn. Get wrecked by the kids.
Get wrecked. Got him.
Oh man, Jay, you unfortunately did not get that one correct.
Shocker.
Yeah, that is unfortunate. Before we move on to the next round, I wanted to ask you guys about Cade Otton, who is a rookie tight end who's gotten some playing time this year.
Nice teeth.
Any interest in stashing him next year? Obviously, there's some uncertainty with the Tom Brady situations, dire Bucks offense. What have you seen this year from Cade Otton? What do you think, Rick?
I like Cade Otton a lot. He saved me on one of my teams this year where I had Kyle Pitts and Darren Waller and and he came in and played in my lineup in a best ball league more than they did. So I think the talent's there. You know, we don't typically see a lot. We're talking about a lot of rookie tight ends, but we don't normally see a lot out of them. So anything that you see, if you see something out of them, I think they're worth holding on to, and it might actually help them if Brady's not in there. We know Brady likes his veterans and leans on the older guys in his offense typically. So going forward, it may be a benefit actually for him.
Yeah, I'm with you. What do you think, Jay? What do you think about Cade Otton?
Yeah, I pretty much agree with everything Rick said. I think he was somebody who I liked coming into the season, even with, Brady tending to like to go to veterans, but he's shown that he can do it when he gets the targets on the field. And I don't think Brady's going to be back in Tampa. I don't know how you feel about that, JB, but it could wind up being a big part of whoever of the offense. But, maybe Byron Leftwich might not be back either. So I think he's shown enough flashes, low acquisition cost. I think he's worth taking the chance on and hanging on to him.
So JB, you are a Bucs fan?
Yeah, I am. And I agree that I don't think Brady will be back. And I have liked what I've seen from Cade Otton. Coming in, he was being comped to Cameron Brate, and he's been better than Cameron Brate. He's played well. Brady has actually trusted him. He's been giving him those targets over the middle. He's been running those Gronk seam routes. Brady's been missing him on those routes. Brady has not looked good. Brady is missing throws that normal Tom Brady should make. Julio Jones was wide open for a touchdown on Sunday night, completely missed them. He missed Otton on a big play down the seam late in the game. So it's Brady's fault that Otton's not doing better than he has been doing. So I'm absolutely holding on to him. I've seen some nice things out of him.
What do you think the reason? Oh, God. What do you think the reason is for Brady missing like these seemingly passes he can make? We've seen him make.
So two things. I do think that yes, he is getting older, and yes, he is deteriorating a little bit. But that offensive line has been atrocious. I mean, between the injuries and just the poor play, he has to get the ball out quicker so he's not comfortable. He's not getting to the point where he could sit back and relax in the pocket. He's trying to make those reads quickly, and he's just making bad throws because of it.
Yeah, I'm with you. I like that breakdown there. And we got some Shraggy in the chat. So Brady won't stay there so I wouldn't stash unless a great QB is coming in.
Not necessarily. What I'll say to that is that a young quarterback might rely on the tight end more than, maybe you're going to be off of Godwin or something like that, but not the tight end. I would actually I think one of you guys actually mentioned that a younger tight end or a different quarterback might like a young tight end.
I liken that to Brock Purdy in San Francisco and the uptick in George Kittle that we've seen over the past few weeks, because George Kittle was not very consistent or great before Purdy took over. So Purdy's been leaning on him. Yeah.
No, I'm with you. And we got Grim fans saying Otton could replace Waller in Vegas. That'd be interesting. And then a truly epic in here said Brady will retire, then go try and get his wife back and say, oops, my bad.
I know it's kind of chalky, but I think Brady winds up in San Francisco. I think he wants to be the first quarterback to win with 3 different teams, win the Super Bowl with 3 different teams.
But will San Francisco do that? Because now they really have 3 starting quarterbacks already.
Yeah. I would get Tom Brady. Put Tom Brady in that. Look what BCB has done in this offense. You put Tom Brady in there, that offensive line. I can see it.
I don't know, man. It's hard to cancel what you've built over there for a 46-year-old quarterback. It's tough.
That would be quite the reversal in strategy there from them. But it is possible. It's possible. All right, guys, let's get into our next round here. Next round of fantasy football Jeopardy. JB, you once again get to choose your category. Where would you like to go?
Let's go week 16 for 300.
Week 16, 300. You got it. Pick the tight end who is not in the top 5 of tight ends in PPR in week 16. Evan Ingram, Tyler Higbee, Travis Kelce, or Zane Zylstra.
Definitely was Zylstra, which was freaking bonkers.
Yeah.
It was Higbee. Higbee had a couple of touchdowns. So it's between Ingram and Kelce. And I didn't watch much of the Chiefs game yet. Shoot, this is tough.
I wish just one of those touchdowns would have went to Amon-Ra St. Brown. Just one.
Yeah, you and me both, bro. You and me both. I feel like you're trying to trick me, so I'm gonna say who is Travis Kelce, because you're a tricky little guy, JL.
Final answer?
Yeah, final answer.
He's a trickster.
Kelce is right. I am a tricky little guy.
And if I said Ingram, Coop might be
Yeah,
mad at me.
yeah.
So.
Yeah, just come out of nowhere, slap you across the face,
Coop would just show up at your house and just smack you in the back of the head and leave.
punch you in the mouth. We got the whole chat. They were not fooled. Kelsey, because
Nice.
Ingram went off. Kelsey. Skinster Scamper said Zylstra was 4 and Ingram 5. Yep. Kelsey was the only one who was left out of this equation. So well
Crazy,
done, JB.
right?
That's very crazy. And you are going to increase your lead here. And you get to choose Rick's next category. Where do you want to send Rick?
We'll send Rick to the grab bag. Grab bag needs some love.
Yeah, grab bag's a fun one.
All right, Rick, where do you want to go?
Well, we're gonna go to the grab bag. We're gonna go for it. We're gonna go for 500 here.
500. All
Bridge this
right.
gap a little bit.
Here you go, Rick. The following is a line from which 1970s film? You talking to me?
Goodfellas.
Final answer?
Yeah,
Taxi Driver is
Taxi
the correct
Driver.
answer.
I
Yeah.
knew that
De
freaking
Niro.
actor.
One of my favorite movies.
You knew that one, Jay?
I did know that one. That's one of my favorites.
Talking to me?
Yeah, talking to me. Everybody thinks it's Goodfellas because Taxi Driver isn't as popular as Goodfellas.
It's a good guess.
It is. It is a really good guess.
I
honestly.
knew it was De Niro. I just couldn't remember which movie it was.
Young
Truly-
De Niro.
Young De Niro, yeah. That's a great. If you haven't watched the movie, you should definitely go watch it. Truly Epic said, I had Hawk and Kittle and started Hawk for 35 points, and Kittle got 30 on my bench. Good issue I got. That's true.
Yeah, I went up against Hawk in my home league this week and had Kelsey, and Hawkinson doubled Kelsey's point total, so that hurt.
Oof.
Richard is saying, he's tricky.
It's time to rock around.
And this just
Old
scares
school
an
rap.
avatar. you talking to me? Get away from my tree. And Straky said Zach Wilson to the Jets coaching staff. I love that.
He said he's going to be inactive for the next 2 games.
Yep.
What
Permanently
a
benched.
sad
whatever the heck that
story.
means.
Not really, but
Why do I have a feeling he's going to be the Panthers starting quarterback next year? That's
Could
this
be.
feeling.
It's just-
or
feels
Colts.
like a
They
Panthers
like to
move.
just Colts and Panthers both.
Yeah, just getting everyone's sloppy seconds. I like the idea that the Jets are just like becoming a farm system for the Carolina Panthers. All right, Jay, you get to pick your own category here. Where would you like to go?
I'm going to go. I want to get on the board here, so I'm going to go with Who Am I for 200.
Who am I for 200?
I'll probably
You got
blow
it. Here it
this.
is. Who am I?
That is Kenneth Walker.
That is Kenneth Walker. Well done. Well done, Jay. That's going to get you on the board. 200.
That boy.
So you're
Nice.
telling me there's a chance.
So I'm telling you there's a chance. All right, let's keep going. Jay, where do you want to send JB? Finally, you get to choose
Let's
a category.
send JB to Easy as ADP.
Easy as ADP. All right, JB. where do you
Seems
wanna
like
go?
he's avoided that one, so I
have.
want to see. Yeah.
That was so long ago, Jay. Like,
Don't
you wanna go
talk
on this
yourself
one,
out of
JB?
the answer when you know it.
let's do 200, JL.
200. You got it, my friend. Tricky said that was my dad's best friend. 200. All right. Easy as ADP 200. Here's your question, JB. Which player was drafted earlier, according to PPR redraft ADP? Saquon Barkley or Javonte Williams?
Both second round ADPs, probably. Because I remember getting Saquon. Well, my wife got Saquon at the 212 in our home league draft to pair with JT, which almost got her the championship.
Brutal.
if
Who'd
I
she
didn't
take on the
advise-
turn on the next pick?
I don't remember. I could look it up after I answer this question. for
AJ
you.
Brown.
It might have been. No, I had AJ Brown everywhere. I think more drafts I remember Saquon going towards the beginning of round 2, kind of with that Mixon Swift type pocket there at the end of round 1, beginning of round 2, and Javonte was more end of round 2, as I recall. So I'm gonna go Saquon.
Saquon Barkley, final answer?
Mm-hmm.
Well, the actual answer was Saquon Barkley. Well
Oh,
done,
you tried to
JB.
trick
me.
Tricky.
Well
Seen
done.
through everything.
I would have went to Javante, so good call. On that.
Yeah.
The chat went Javonte. The
Yeah,
chat.
the hype was just so unreal for him this
Yeah, it
offseason,
was.
man.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of remembered Saquon being in that conversation at the beginning of round 2 and Javonte being more towards the middle of round 2. But just quick to wrap up my wife not getting to the championship, I told her to play McLaughlin over Dicker last night because she was down 20 going into it. He had Moss, she had Keenan Allen, and a choice of kicker. And I told him McLaughlin had the better upside because he's put up 20s where Dicker is like, 10, 12. And Dicker outscored McLaughlin by 4. She lost by 3.5.
No.
And you're sleeping on
I'm
the couch,
still
right?
so salty about it. Like, I'm so mad about it.
Oh,
Next time you
brutal.
guys get in an argument and she says that you're wrong, be like, well, I was right about the kicker.
Which actually, Keenan Allen was probably the pick on the turn. So I'm going to look that one up now and see who it was.
He's always perennially underdrafted, I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
All right, JB. Well, you got that one correct. It's going to give you a 200 to your score, and you get to choose Rick's next category.
Okay. It was Keenan Allen. And we'll keep Rick in easy as ADP.
All right. Easy as ADP, Rick.
I'll go 500 on this one.
500. You got it. Put these players in order from earliest to latest rookie dynasty. Dynasty being keyword here. Dynasty ADP as of May 2022. George Pickens, Jameson Williams,
May.
Sky Moore, or Treylon Burks.
Rick thought he was going to get a multiple choice question here. JL said, nope, Dynasty, May, name them.
Here's your essay. Yeah.
Gonna go Burks, Williams, Moore, Pickens.
Burks, Williams, Moore, Pickens. Final answer?
Final answer.
Burks, Williams,
Nice
Moore,
shit.
Pickens.
Well
Nailed it.
done.
Nailed it, Rick. I thought
Good
that was
job.
tricky.
That
The
freaking
Burks
Kansas
and the
City hype
Williams.
you get out of
Yeah.
rookies, man. I mean,
I-
I liked Sky Moore, but
I
Pickens
drafted
definitely
Sky
should've
Moore
been
over
better.
George Pickens in a couple places. Let's not talk about that. A little ashamed of myself, but like you said,
I wasn't
that
a big
hype-
I wasn't a big Pickens fan either, but I wasn't big on Moore, so I would have had those two flip. But I like Jameson a lot. I hope he gets healthy.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Mr. Scamper said, I drafted Mixon, Dalvin, Saquon, and Ramondre and missed the playoffs in my main league. I'm okay. Thanks for asking.
Jeez, Scampers. Wow.
Ooh, you need to study wide receivers now.
Mm.
Let's see. We
That's
got some
rough.
good guesses here in the chat. Jane almost got this correct. Switched up Moore and Jameson Williams. Mr. Scampers put Pickens way too high. Let's see. I think that's it. I think you were the only one that got it right, Rick.
Well done, Rick.
The benefit of uploading rankings in ADP, you get to see all that.
Fair enough.
Very fair. Shane said Sky Moore was way overhyped. Yeah.
I bought into it.
And Richard in here impressed with you, Rick. It's a nice one.
Thank you.
The
All
Rick
right.
and Rick connection.
The Rick to Rick.
I can't call him Richard. I'm sorry. Like, I don't know.
I thought, is it okay? I thought this is Dick Sickles.
Yeah.
Okay.
And now he's professional. Now that he's, in and
This
doing
is-
his thing, he went professional with Richard. But to me,
Professional Dick.
Yeah.
I knew him way before he was professional Richard.
Before you sold out, Richard. Well done, Rick. That is gonna put you back in this game, JB. Sniffing your trail here. Rick, where do you want to send Jay?
Let's go with the funnel grab bag there.
Grab bag. What value? Oh wait, no, you're sending it to Jay. Jay, what value?
Yeah.
Let's go 400. I gotta make up some ground.
400.
So
Here's your question. The numbering system with a radix of 16 is more commonly referred to as binary, hexadecimal, octal, or sexagesimal.
that's hot. Hexadecimal.
Final answer?
Yes.
Hexadecimal is correct, Jay. Well done.
Nice
Yeah.
job.
It's gonna give you
job.
400.
Take it.
Nice. Thought I'd get some thought I'd trick you guys with that one.
I would not have gotten
I mean, I almost chose Sexagemical or whatever it's called just for the fun of it. But
I knew it wasn't binary, but
Fun-
that's just ones and zeros.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's true. That's a base 2. What we normally use is decimal, which is base 10. Fun follow-up trivia here. Can you guys tell me what base sexagesimal is it?
6.
6? What do you think, Rick?
12.
What do you think, Jay?
69.
Jay, you were the
Good
closest.
guess.
It's 60.
Oh yeah.
The closest, yeah. Yeah.
That
So
makes
69 was absolutely close.
Good job, Jay.
Thank
Well
you.
done, Jay. Now you get to
100%
choose
knew that.
JB's next category. What do you want to say?
Let's send JB to his favorite category, easy as ADP.
Easy as ADP. JB, where you want to? What value would you like?
I think that you'll give me a multiple choice for 100, so I'll go with 100.
100. I like that. Shane said, Andrea said hexadecimal, but I couldn't type fast enough. How do you spell it? Spell it out. And this just gave us a DJ Sexy Chemicals.
I like that. I'm gonna become a DJ now. Hopefully
Yes.
you are okay with me using that name.
Oh, I 100% hire you. All right, you said easy as ADP 100, correct, JB?
Yes, sir.
Here's your question. Which player was drafted earlier according to PPR ADP? Jonathan Taylor or Christian McCaffrey?
Jonathan Taylor.
That is correct. He was the RB1. It's going to give you a cool 100, and you get to choose Rick's next category.
All right, Rick. Who am I?
For 500, please.
All right. 500. Who am I? Here is your question. Who am I?
That's a fly dude right there, whoever he is.
Get out of the chat if you need to take a little bit of time.
Yeah,
here.
I'm not in there. I need a little bit of time here. He's humble, so that's cool. I'm gonna go. I have no freaking clue. Let's go with Jameson Williams.
You're going to go with Jameson Williams. Final
Yeah, I have
answer.
no idea.
I'd like to guess as well.
Go ahead.
Traylon Burks.
Traylon Burks, you want to guess, JB?
He's a little dude. He looks like a little dude, but I don't know who it is. Tutu Atwell.
I think Tutu's like up to his cup though.
Well, the correct answer was Greg Dortch.
Ah, little dude.
The
little
Dortch.
dude.
Little dude,
Dortch.
the Dortch master.
What a
Dortch.
dumb question.
Nobody in the chat got this one. Shane asked me to zoom in a little more. I didn't see it in time, though. My bad.
Well,
Might have gotten it. Scampers with Dortch at the last second, maybe after the fact. We don't
Dortch. Yeah, well, every time we say the name, you have to scream it. So
know.
I think that's what Mr. Scampers was.
never
And I was
even
thinking-
crossed my mind. Never even crossed my mind.
I could see Mr. Scampers as a DJ Sex Chemical or whatever. But you know how like some DJs wear these big crazy heads? I could see Mr. Scampers as a little teeny tiny cat with a big human head. And that would be DJ Sex Chemical. Just drop it, you know.
Make it happen. Make it
TJ
happen,
Sex
Scampers.
Chemicals.
Oh man.
All right, Jay, you get to choose your own category.
Let's go with. I want to get a little closer. Let's go week 16 for 400.
All right, week 16 for 400. Shane said the human Dortch. All right, so week 16, 400. Here's your question, Jay. Which player had the most receiving yards in week 16? CeeDee Lamb, Devontae Smith, Justin Jefferson, or TJ Hawkinson?
I don't believe it was J. Jeff. My first initial, it's between CD and TJ Hawkinson. I know Devonta Smith had a good game, but I don't think he had that many receiving yards. I'm going to go for the trick, and I'm going to go with, well, no, did he have a lot of yards? I know he had a lot of receptions. Yeah, let's go TJ Hawkinson.
You're going to go with TJ Hawkinson.
Final answer.
Well, correct answer is Justin Jefferson.
Wow,
TJ
I was
Hawkinson
way off.
last.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Oh, you didn't mean last? Oh, I'm sorry. I got confused. You know,
You said
that was-
least receiving.
Most
Right,
confused?
right.
I mean,
Yeah.
so easy to confuse.
I didn't think J. Jeff had that many, but I guess I was quite wrong.
You were very wrong. I'm sorry, Jay. You were not going to
So
get that
good.
one correct.
He's so good, and he's going over 2K. It's crazy.
It is,
So
yeah.
good.
And the chat, truly epic, got it. It's the only one that got it in the chat. The other ones got
Anybody
fooled
else
by the
go with
Hawkinson.
TJ?
Yeah, a lot went with
Okay,
Hawkinson.
All right. So
The
you
Shane
don't
with
feel bad.
CD. All right,
As long
guys.
as I didn't have the same answer as Shane, I'm good.
As long as you didn't have the same answer as Shane,
Love you,
that's all
Shane.
that matters. All right, guys, we're going to get into our final Jeopardy round. Final Jeopardy round. This one is going to work a little differently. Like I said, each of the contestants, you guys are going to write down how much you're going to wager. I'm going to tell you the category. You tell me how much you want to wager. And then I'm going to give you the question. You're going to write down your answer, and we are going to all reveal at the same time. Same time. All right? So hopefully you guys have something to write with. If not, your phone will do. If not, speaking will do. Just do it at the right time.
Wait, if you don't have a pen and a paper, have you really watched this show before?
Right? Right? Clear giveaway.
I've been a part of
Clear
the team for
giveaway.
almost 2 years now, and I don't have a pen and paper, so
Fail, Jay.
it's all right.
Absolutely.
I use my phone.
All right, guys. Your category is NFL team statistics. NFL team statistics.
Don't like that.
So write down how much you want to wager. Rick, you have 900 available to you. JB, you got 1,300. Jay, you got 600.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
Oh, I'm telling you there's a chance. Let me know when you have your wagers ready.
I'm ready.
Got mine.
That's yours?
Yep.
All right. Go ahead and reveal them. 600 from Jay going all in. Let's see. Let me pull these down. Hold on. Boom. 99 from JB. And 900 from Rick. And you said 600, Jay? No.
600, yes.
You did. Okay. 600, 99, and 900. Here's your question, guys. Write down your answer. Your final Jeopardy question is, which NFL team has the most penalties in 2022? The Bears, the Cowboys, the Eagles, or the Broncos?
I don't need to get this right. I just need Mr.
Me to
Riddle
miss.
get it wrong.
Yeah. So yours is either going to be 1201 or 1399. Let's see, Jay, you're nothing. All or nothing.
That was rude.
All or nothing, buddy.
That was rude.
Jay, you're
I think you're something, just so you know.
Thank
I don't
you.
know what it is, but I think you're something.
I guess. Thank you.
I guess, maybe.
It's better than nothing.
All right,
Is it?
contestants. By the way, if you were
I'm
watching this and you were enjoying this, do me a favor, hit that like button on YouTube. Helps us out a ton. We're here
Hell,
every single day.
Even if you don't like it, hit the like button.
Even if you don't like it, hit the like button. Send me a meanly worded email.
If you like puppies, give it a
Oh
like.
man, that's like reading our chat. Our
You like
comments
DJ
on
Sex
YouTube.
Decimals. Hit that like button.
Sex decimals.
All right, contestants, you ready?
Yep.
All right, go ahead and reveal. Let's see. We got Broncos from Rick. We got Cowboys from JB. And we got Cowboys.
Says universal sign for choking, so that's the Cowboys.
Nice. Let's see. 99 was you. And sweet. All right, guys.
Hi, JB's mom.
Hi, JB's mom. The correct answer, the NFL team that has the most penalties in 2022 is the Dallas Cowboys. JB, you are going to secure this victory. Well done. Fantasy Football Jeopardy champ.
I could not remember.
fine.
I watched both games, and I know they were talking about the team having the most, and I couldn't remember if it was the Cowboys or the Broncos.
The reason
Cowboys
I do. Go
By
ahead.
3. It's the Cowboys by
There
3,
was
followed by
somebody
the Raiders.
who was ripping into them, a former player, talking about how undisciplined they were this year, and that's the only reason that I recognize them. I can't remember who it was, but
My mind went to a very dejected Dak Prescott being angry and walking backwards.
Well, it worked out. This is a good memory.
Again, I guessed, and I was just hoping that Rick got it wrong.
Mine was a coach being fired after 15 weeks, a bunch of losses, quarterback that sucks, and
That's
everything
right.
else that went wrong in Denver. The broken
right.
Broncos.
Broken Broncos. I like
I'm
that.
just glad you didn't put the Bucks up there, because I probably would have picked the Bucks with freaking Donovan Smith holding on every other play.
The Bucks, man, the Bucks are down there. They're 22. 22.
What were the Bears?
The Bears are 13 with 106.
I thought they were about the middle of the pack.
Well,
They
Mhm.
just
we-
suck. They're
We get a lot of
disciplined,
no
but suck.
calls thanks to Brady, and our defense has been fairly disciplined. But freaking Donovan Smith, man, oh my
Freaking
god.
Donovan Smith. Well, Rick, JB, thank you guys so much for joining us today. This was so much fun. I had a blast hosting Fantasy Football Jeopardy. If you aren't already, make sure you go follow these guys. Rick at Roto Heat Rick right there under his face, and JB right there at Fantasy Coach JB on Twitter. These guys are fantastic follows. Not lying.
I mean, I barely ever tweet, so
Yes.
I'm not a
Which
But
is-
great
that's where you can find this
honestly,
stuff. Check
I
out,
won't lie
check
to
out
you,
Roto Heat
but
on
all
YouTube.
the other Roto Heat guys, if you type in Roto Heat, you're gonna see all the team members. Follow them. I'm not gonna give you a whole lot. I try off season, I'm better, but I'm not gonna lie.
Rick, you're not giving yourself enough credit. That's what makes you a good follow versus these people that just spew out nonsense.
I'm not
all
gonna
day.
troll you. I can promise you that
Exactly.
much.
Yeah, you don't have to mute him. It's super nice. It's like
Exactly.
a whole step. He
Just
comes
muted.
already muted. It's great.
Muted by nature. It's just
Yeah,
the way
it's
it is.
fantastic.
Love
David,
it.
it's an excellent show. Thank you so much. We will be back tomorrow morning, 7 a.m., early 7 to 10 a.m. You can check us out in the FYF morning show. Not we'll be here Thursday. We'll be on FanDuel playing more games like this. But make sure you are subscribed to Friend Your Fantasy. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.
See you on another time.
Which one of these?